Back to my channel, and today I will be giving y'all advice on how to do well in school. Okay, so I'm making this video because I like school. I personally do really well in school. I'm not saying like school is the easiest thing ever. No, it's not. But personally, to me, school is really not hard. I'm here today to give y'all some tips and advice and stuff on how to make good grades. So I hope when you watch this video, you do what I said and you make better grades. Okay, before we get into this video, please subscribe. Matter of fact, I'll wait. I'm still waiting. Okay, let's get into this video. So tip number 1, and I cannot stress this enough, build a relationship with your teacher. No, I'm not saying y'all have to be best friends, brother, sister, husband and wife. No, none of that. I'm just saying build a relationship on a professional basis. Like try to make small conversation with them when you walk in the room. Hello, Mr. or Mrs., their name. How are you doing today? How's your day going? Do you need any help with anything and stuff? Manners are everything with your teachers. Just be nice to them because you never know if you might need them to look out for you. Like grade might be at an 89 or a 79 and you want them to give you that extra point. Do you think they're going to do that for you if you're rude to them, you don't speak to them, you barely interact with them? Because I know if I was a teacher and someone barely talked to me, barely interacted with me, was rude to me, I wouldn't round up anything for them. But I'm saying it's good to build a relationship, talk to your teachers and be very nice to them, give them help if they need it, whatever. Because in the long run, it'll pay off. Also, if you need to join a program and you need recommendations and stuff, you can also ask them. They'll be there to help you. So what I'm saying is if you build a relationship with them, they'll help you. I have great relationships with all my teachers. All of them, they're very fond of me. And look, I have all A's, a 4.0. And I'm not saying I got all the A's from having great relationships with them. No, I work for my stuff. But I'm saying if I had that 89, I know I can ask them, hey, is there anything I can do? Can you round this to a 90? I know I can count on them because of the relationship we have, if that makes sense. Okay, number 2, pay attention to what the teacher is saying. Please do, because if they're teaching and you're busy on your phone, you're talking, you're like leaving class and stuff, you're not going to get it. And then you're going to be mad later because it's like, oh wow, I didn't hear. You might be missing something important that the teacher is saying, but because you weren't paying attention, you didn't catch it, and that set you back. So I just think paying attention is really, really crucial. If you pay attention in class when the teacher is talking, teaching, explaining stuff, ranting, whatever, you won't have any questions in the future because you listened to him or her before. I think paying attention is the most important thing you can do as far as in the classroom to improve your grades. And if you still don't understand, like if you tried, you really paying attention, watching their every move, even like, oh, let me see this, let me see that, and you still don't understand, I really think it's best if you ask questions. You don't have to put your teacher on the spot right in the middle when you're teaching and be like, oh, Mr. Mrs. blah, blah, blah. I have a question. No, if you don't feel like doing that, if you feel like interrupting his lesson or her lesson, you can go to them after class or during a period when they don't have a class or your lunch, whatever. You can go to them at an appropriate time and just say, hey, I listened to you, but I really wasn't understanding. Can you please explain this to me again? Or you can say, hey, I need help. I listened, and even though you explained it to me, I'm still really not getting it. Can you break this down and help me so I can get it? Paying attention and asking questions are really important, but it's just really, really, really crucial to pay attention so you would know. You talking with your friends, going to sleep in class, being on the phone, leaving out class, use the bathroom, locker, whatever, that can wait. That will always be there. Your phone will always be there. Your friends will always be there to talk to. But sometimes the teacher cannot reteach a lesson. Most schools go on a plan of when they can teach, with days, whatever. So I'm just saying it's best to pay attention so you won't be lost or feel any type of way. You won't feel behind and stuff, because if you're not paying attention, how are you going to be on point? And don't be wasting your time talking to them smart kids like me. People love to talk to me in class. I'm going to get the word. You might not. I understand. That's why I'm talking. I'm bored with this. But you don't understand, and I'm distracting you. But at the end of the day, if you're standing here talking in class with a smart person, I'm going to know what I'm doing. At the end of the day, you're not. So yeah, just don't talk to your friends all the time. Just pay attention. And that's another thing that I can't stress enough. You really have to pay attention because teachers really be explaining sometimes. And y'all get mad like, you don't teach. No, they do. You're just talkative. You talk a lot. Just pay attention and shut up. Okay, tip number 3. And I know you might have heard this, but I'm going to say it again. Do not procrastinate on any assignment. I don't care if it's just homework. Do not procrastinate. It's not worth it. Trust me. You know, if you procrastinate, you might end up getting the work late, and that can lead to you turning it in late, which, like, I don't know how your teachers do, but some of my teachers, when I turn in work late, they'll take points off, or some teachers just don't accept late work at all. Procrastinating leads to you being backed up with work. Say your teacher assigns you a worksheet on Tuesday and she says it's due on Friday. If you wait until Thursday and you have another assignment due on Thursday, you're going to get backed up. You're going to end up doing all this work at once. It's best when you're assigned an assignment, you do the work the day your teacher gives it to you or the day after. Do not, please do not do it before the day is due, especially if it's a big project or something. You know, usually when I have projects, I start putting the board together really quick. It's never late, especially if you play some type of sport in a club or you just like hanging out after school. Please do your work then and there. I promise you it will save you a lot of time and a lot of stress. You know, when you try to put together work all at one time and it becomes stressful, it can become stressful. Now, please do not procrastinate. Just do your work the day of or the day after so you can be through with it. I promise you, that will save you a lot of stress and worries and trouble. Okay, number 4. Do all of your assignments. Complete all of your work. Just do all of your work, please. Those zeros add up when you don't turn in an assignment or you don't turn it on time, whatever. Just do it. Just do your work. If you keep not doing your work, what do you think will happen? What do you think your teacher's going to say? Oh, I like him, I like her, and even though they don't do their work, I'm still going to give them 100s on everything. No, that's not how it works at all. They're going to give you the grade you deserve because that's their job. It's their job. And I just feel like if you don't do your assignments, don't be mad. Don't be mad. How are you going to get mad when you get a bad grade but you don't do your work? It doesn't make sense at all. And that also goes into having work ethic. To get good grades, you have to put in the effort. If you're not doing the work, or if you're half doing the work, answering one question, turn it in, no. You have to do the whole thing full out. I know you might be tired. I know stuff may be going on or whatever, but do your work. I promise you it pays off. Do your work. I promise you it pays off. You can be the smartest kid in your school, but if you're not doing your work, then it doesn't matter. That's why I think report cards really represent work ethic more than book smarts, because you can be the smartest person in the world, but if you're not doing the work, you're not going to get a good grade. So please, please, please just do all your assignments and put effort into them. Okay, number 5. Before you have a big exam, quiz, test, whatever, please study before it. It doesn't have to be a full out 2-hour session, 1-hour session of just writing down notes and studying. It can even be like 30, 15 minutes. That's all the time I need personally. But I don't think when people tell you, oh, you should study every day. No, I have a 4.0 and I only study before I have tests or exams or stuff. Don't let them lie to you. I mean, it may be different because when a teacher teaches something or explains something, it's in my memory like that. I will not forget it. Even like years later, I still remember what my 3rd grade teachers taught me. I remember them write down on the board, everything. I have a really good memory, so I really don't need to study every day. It's not necessary, but if you forget or if you're struggling with the subject, you probably do have to study more often, but studying every day is not required. And you know, they have write down all those fancy notes with all those markers and stuff. That doesn't help. You can literally write short notes just so you can understand them. They don't have to be all fancy. Studying does not have to be fancy. Just, you know, just go over the material. Or if your teacher allows you to record them teaching a lesson, you can do that. Or whatever, just make sure you can retain the information. It doesn't have to be all fancy. Just study before big exams so that way you'll do better. Okay, number 6, ask for extra credit. When you know you're really trying in a subject and there's nothing you can do, when you did the work but you didn't get good scores, when you failed test after test, when you just really don't understand, ask your teacher for extra credit. You'd be like, hey, is there anything I can help you with? I really need the extra credit. And that kind of goes back to number 1. If you have a good relationship with your teacher, they'll let you make up some type of assignment or they'll let you have extra credit. So some teachers, they'll give you extra credit points if you bring in supplies, like go to the dollar store, Office Depot, Staples, whatever, get you some tissue, hand sanitizer. Some people ask for pens, markers, paper towels, anything. wipes, anything. They'll ask you to bring them in and you'll get points for that. You can do that for extra credit. Or if they don't offer any extra credit, you can like kind of make a time or just walk in, whatever you do. Just have a mini like 10-minute conference with your teacher and ask them for advice. You know, what's some things I can work on? How well do I do this? Pros and cons of me, whatever. Just ask them, what can you do better? And then if you don't understand, ask them for help. Just ask for advice. What can I do better? How can I improve? Because 9 times out of 10, if you have a good teacher, they'll really help you and they'll see that you're really trying and appreciate the fact that you're trying, and they will really help you get a good grade. There might be a couple of assignments on a topic you didn't do so well on, so you look at this and you can be like, oh, hey, Mr. or Mrs., whatever your teacher's name, I realized I didn't do so well on this topic. Can we go over it again? And you know, after he gives you or she gives you your little tutoring session, you can ask for a makeup of these assignments so it can help improve your grade. Okay, number 7. If you're lost in class, you don't understand, you're absolutely clueless, get a tutor or your teacher or a smart friend to help you. You know, it's a lot of kids in school who are looking for community service hours, and for that, they tutor other students who might need help in a subject that they know well. So, you know, just ask your guidance counselor, principal, whatever, teacher, whatever. Well, first, I think you should ask your teacher, do they tutor? You know, maybe you're not getting it because it's not because they can't teach. It's because it's a lot of kids in the classroom. The environment is distracting. Maybe you need them to break it down for you one-on-one. So just say, hey, Mr., Mrs., whatever your teacher's name, do you offer any tutoring sessions, or can I come later or whatever? And they can help you. That can be your tutor. Or say if you have a friend, like I'm that friend, people don't understand anything, and they'll come to me and be like, hey, Tori, can you help me on this? Can you help me on that? I know you're really good at it, and I just need some help. And I will take my time out to help them, because I want everybody to succeed at school. Yeah, so getting extra help is really important if you just really don't understand. If you need some one-on-one time to break it down, then that is totally fine, and I totally suggest that you do that. Okay, number 8, be very organized. If you're organized, it's a less chance you won't like lose stuff or misplace stuff. You know, for me, some classes I have to have one binder in, like one little thin binder, to have all their assignments, you know, like classwork and homework and notes and all that stuff. So I suggest you buy different notebooks for different classes. Don't use the same notebook for the same class. Don't have one big binder for all your classes, because trust me, I tried that last year. I always had to look for stuff. You know, now I buy different little 1-ring binders for each class, and they're really efficient. Like, I can just look and be like, oh, here it is. I don't run into other subjects. I don't accidentally turn in the wrong work. I don't misplace anything. It's just very easy if you stay organized. And you can also buy an agenda, planner, whatever you call it, if you want to be more organized. You know, they have the calendar. You can be like, oh, this is due today. I had this project. This test is this day. You know, stuff like that to help you stay organized and help you remember. It really helps you to keep on top of your stuff. Okay, number 9. If your teacher is really horrible, they can't teach, you've tried your absolute best to get what they were saying, but you can't. They're rude, they're mean to you, whatever, and you really just can't take it to be in that class anymore, switch out. Go talk to your guidance counselor, administrator, principal, whoever it is, and switch out of that class ASAP, because I had a teacher like that early this year. For progress report, she failed me, and if you personally know me, you know I never fail anything. I never even get C's. B's at that point. So, you know, just try to talk to somebody to really get you out of that class. I know how these horrible teachers can be. You don't understand one word they're saying, they're going too fast, or either they're not teaching it right, they're just kind of reading off a book. They don't know how to like really teach. Luckily, I got switched out of that class. It was math. And you know, math is a very important subject. Luckily, my new math teacher, he's the best math teacher ever. He really breaks down stuff. So, you know, sometimes you just might have to make that change. Sometimes it might not be you. It just might be your teachers. Because some teachers are horrible. Okay, number 10. Most importantly, I just want to say, just try your best. Put in an effort. Do your all to ensure that you will at least make A's and B's. Or at least that you're not failing. You know, it's really, really, really hard to turn an F into an A. But an F into a C, that's progress that I hope you make from this video. Hope you use all of my tips, and I hope they really help you, because I want all of my subscribers, friends, family, whoever's watching this video. I want you to do your best in school. I want you to be your best in school. I want you to really succeed in school. Like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I succeed in school. So why not give you all my tips and tricks? I want to help you. Everybody who watches this video should have the honor roll. Everybody. Yeah, just take all my tips into consideration, but also really try hard. You know, you just can't be lazy and not do any work and expect to make honor roll. Now, that doesn't work at all. I just want you all to improve as students, make better grades, and just do what you have to do, because this might just be school to some people, but this really is your future. We're the next generation, and I want all of us to succeed. Okay, thank you guys so much for listening to me and my tips. Please take them into consideration, and I wish the best to all of you in school. I don't even care what grade you're in. You can be in kindergarten, college, middle school, high school, pre-K. I don't care. I just really hope you all just listen and do well in school. If you make like a C average, I hope your C's turn into A's. If you make D's, I hope your D's turn into B's. Hope your F's turn into C's and B's. I just really hope you really improve. I hope my tips were helpful. If you have any questions, you can just put them down in the comment section below. My Instagram is down below. You can probably like DM me and stuff. I will happily answer your questions. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you didn't subscribe at the beginning of the video or like it, do it right now. And do it while you're still looking at me. Go ahead. But really, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in my next video. Deuces.
Yikes.